As Minister Allard is of the Queen Regent's faction, I expect he speaks regularly with Regent Kin Sven. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Happiness is a full schedule.
You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, friend. Ah, but of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue.
Hubris is man's worst enemy.
When does my watch end?
Done by done.
I dare say I forget. Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
All we know for sure is that we know nothing at all. That's something, eh? You shan't hear me complain about an early republic. I was a tad
It's an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Regent Kin Sven has been busy, it seems. Shall we meet with Lord Patrick come nightfall?
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that... Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Let us make for Minister Allard's estate and slip in once we've seen him leave. I can guide you there, if you wish.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Good, we're here.
I've not much to...
Come to think of it, standing here, I cannot help but recall our first visit to Vernworth. Do you remember it as well as I, Master? To think I would come to be so attached to these streets.
I suspect this will suffice as proof.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Then it stands to reason that Captain Brant would know of him. I can guide you there, if you wish.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Just grateful I can see.
Bunch of sluggards.
A fine place to sit and gather.
Pray and ne'er put gold in my pocket.
I remember the last time I had a proper meal.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Then it stands to reason that Captain Brant would know of him. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Pray and ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not
suppose I could visit someplace new.
Welcome.
You have my fullest confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. 'Tis most valuable. So pray, exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be used. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing. Under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, he possesses the greatest authority. His fall from grace would do much to further our cause. But where to find the evidence we seek? Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us. Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter, though they're not likely to divulge their secrets readily. Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. This is a memorandum of Allard's. According to this, afore attaining his current status, he was in the employ of a merchant. And in order to claim the merchant's property as his own, he murdered the man and his wife, staging it as an accident. It is a grave affair indeed. Should this article prove genuine, I have every faith 'twould be sufficient to condemn him for all time. The deed was monstrous, and yet, considering my position, I am afraid I cannot condone the man's assassination. I know not the path I should follow. What is your intent going forward, Your Majesty? Very well. I will place my faith in you, Your Majesty. However, know that should he be assassinated, I cannot offer you my aid. Now, pray bear the evidence you've discovered to the Myrmecolian. I will do everything in my power to assist you.
So the captain is willing to aid you only if you do not stain your hands in blood. I hope you shan't disappoint him.
'Tis as you say.
Let them talk. I'm too old.
Pray in there, put gold in my pocket.
It is fine.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Then it stands to reason that Captain Brant would know of him. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way. Way for a change. Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
It's on me to bear what young Are you shedding? It's been my winter coat growing in.
I'll claw out his eyes.
relics are no concern of mine.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
No sense dwelling on what
I'm not sure what to do with myself.
There's no shame in living life.
I get along with it.
I've a note for you as a place to soothe the spirit.
Good to see you, Master.
Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
I do not believe we are equipped.
What was it I had planned for the morrow? You need a permit to enter. Mind, rumor that's led to some people acquire. Come to think of it, I've nary a clue as to where what.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
Welcome, sir.
Even I know when to shut the trap.
Where to now?
I like to come here when I need a minute to think. Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own. Place to soothe the spirit. Am I shedding? There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
My poor shoulders are acting up again.
Always the same. They are.
Not sure what to do about that.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? Is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in.
I was afraid I might find you here. I cannot believe you would stoop to such... No. You will be able to slip out the rear entrance. Follow me.
That was certainly well handled. I suppose I ought not to have... Pray, visit me at the Myrmecolian tomorrow evening. I'll prepare aught by way of thanks. Till then...
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I cannot believe it. You killed Allard. You realize this could jeopardize our plans for your ascension. I will do what I can to obscure your involvement in this matter. However, bear in mind that you may have to shoulder the burden of your own heedlessness in future.
Here, if you please.
In the meantime,
Are you trying to piss me off?
how I've looked.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Shall we get underway?
The only person I believe in is myself.
Money can buy comfort, sure, but not happiness.
So we find...
We cannot accompany you there, Master, but fear not. You'll find us here when you return.
I only pray to rub down today.
What was that?
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for me. Shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. But I want to try. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my baudelry will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Best make haste.
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
It couldn't...
Need anything?
Many thanks.
Whatever am I to do?
Where will the wind blow me today, I wonder?
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Best get to work.
I'm a goner.
There, Master! A drake!
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
Arisen, you must regain your footing.
To the thrill of victory, one cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Not a chance.
Oh, that's better. Many thanks.
I am not my father.
It's been a hard day.
This man's first enemy.
Faring well, I hope.
So, that swathe of red-tinged earth is Batal.
Different lands make different people. The hue of Batal's soil is as a symbol of that.
Would the box carts were a bit safer, and a bit swifter too.
Well, we've few other means of transport at our disposal.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Very well. I shall return.
Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
It is well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
Have a gander at my ware. You shan't regret. Pleasure doing business with.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
You've my thanks. Take this with my... My talents lie in combining materials.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. That means getting within range of its maw.
Look there. I espy another statue.
What say? We mark it in our minds as a place of interest.
Might I interest you in my humble way? Hope to see you again.
Tis here we will begin every...
You've my gratitude.
Sets my thoughts. I pity you.
Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Long-range attacks can be difficult to dodge. Best keep the archer in your sights.
One cannot be too careful.
I shall do as you say. Very well. I shall return.
Already? Bother. I'm just getting warmed up. That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? I suppose you'll be wanting a guide. Very well. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
I'm ready to set out for our destination when you are, Arisen.
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depth?
What I wouldn't give for a map, particularly one that could tell us where all the treasure lies.
Very well, if I must.
Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of complaining about it.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
Very well, if I must.
Bear in mind that the root will seek out women with unwavering persistence. This is heavy to see these monsters destroyed, so we'll do so.
Oh, methinks the fiend well lads. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. That reminds me. Now that I think on it, none in our party are healers.
Postcards offer an easy journey, if not a comfortable one.
They are capable allies on journeys near and far.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Much appreciated. My strength was beginning to flag. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I'm not gonna take... My thanks. Take it before it...
Saurians, Master!
Masterfully done.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
A prayer, by way of thanks.
I'm fairly...
My back isn't what it used to be.
What would you of me?
Mind where you step?
Making a living as a soldier. Mindless labor is for the mindless men.
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.